BC's favorite senior lifestyle magazine comes to life. Join us as Senior Living goes on location to bring you the inspiring, informative, and entertaining adventure-filled stories of seniors in your community. Senior Living on location, changing the definition of aging, celebrating seniors living life to its fullest. Join Senior Living on location as we hit the ice with amateur and professional senior hockey players and celebrate 25 years of active living at the BC Senior Games. But first, let's get crafty with an inspiring group of Nanaimo senior hobbyists. There's a lovely history behind this place, the Jonanco Hobby Workshop, named after John Caldwell, who donated the land and built this clubhouse, which has since evolved to include many types of crafts and hobbies. This place is also referred to as the city's best-kept secret, not because it houses some hidden organization, but the fact that it's located in the middle of virtually nowhere.
The land was donated by John Caldwell, and it just happened to be where he owned the land. It's unfortunate for us that we are so far out from town. But we do have members that travel from Port Alberni, and from the north end of Nanaimo is the farthest they come. They don't regularly travel in from Parksville, but they do come fairly regular from Port Alberni.
There are over 50 members, both men and women, that use the workshop club. Although women tend to take part in the textile hobbies more than men do, the gender distribution is pretty even. Many couples take up hobbies together after retirement, like Joyce and David Mitchell.
Well, we've known about it for a while. It was one of those things that was on a bucket list, and when Joyce retired, then we decided we'd come and check it out, and we're quite enjoying it here. I'm playing with rocks, lapidary and polishing and cutting, so hopefully making necklaces and that kind of thing for wives and grandchildren.
It's a very social group. I mean,
that's one of the things we enjoy about it is the social aspect of it. So Joyce can be upstairs having a good time, and I'm down here having a good time.
David and Joyce Mitchell are retired teachers. They're very active in the community and come to the workshop to pursue new hobbies. Joyce is learning about quilting, and both of them are embracing lapidary. They see their involvement at Jonanco as just being one more thing to help keep them actively involved in their community. The club features a multitude of hobbies.
It's just mind-boggling the stuff that goes on. We have people that do wire wrapping, quilting and knitting, and runs the gamut. They do stained glass and woodworking, wood turning, silversmithing, silver casting. What else do we do? I don't know. There's just so many things. Hard to keep track of them all.
And we should add that Bruce here is a heck of a tatter. That's an art where you tie knots in string. And then there's an entire host of stuff you can create with this talent. Much of the equipment for these hobbies is housed at the workshop, which makes pursuing them more affordable for members.
Because these guys showed me how to use all those nice pieces of equipment that I don't have at home.
MAUDINE had creativity locked up, and it was unleashed here after she was taught how to use certain equipment to pursue her passion for spoons. You heard right. She loves to wear silver. Now she just wears her spoons. MAUDINE is converting all her old silver ladles into jewelry.
All the stuff your grandmother gave you and you didn't know what to do with, this is what you do with it. You come here, these guys will show you how to solder it, how to bend it, how to make jewelry.
A host of activities are featured at Jonanco on different days of the week. Anybody can drop in and receive instruction in the feature hobbies for a fee of $6. Jonanco is unique because no other club on the island owns its own building, and the workshop is self-funded and self-maintained.
One of the more or less expectations of being a member is that if you know how to do something, that you share how to do it with other people. And this is probably the perfect place to do that. There's a lot of talent here of people with all kinds of different backgrounds and expertise, and they're more than willing to share their knowledge of it. And I don't know any of the people here. My main focus is glassworking and wood shop.
David Mulroney has been a teacher and member, well, since forever. His forte is casting, and if you need to be taught how, he's the man to visit. Members here produce a lot of products, like Marcel, who has a talent in wire wrapping and lapidary. He creates beautiful, one-of-a-kind pieces. Members like him then sell many of the products at craft fairs and other fundraising events to raise money for many community groups. Some examples include comfort quilts for the volunteer fire departments, designing and making incubator coverlets for the neonatal unit at the local hospital, and donating various other items to community fundraising groups.
And what we're trying to do right now is convince some of the people in senior homes, that kind of place, who have given up workshops and would like to continue doing the work. And it's a great place to do that because we've got all the equipment, and the annual fee is relatively minimal for the kind of activities that go on here, and it's open so often that it really is a place where hobbyists can have a good time.
Everyone involved at Jonanco is a hobbyist. While some members may occasionally sell some of their pieces, no one really is a professional. In most cases, Jonanco provides the main pieces of equipment, while members bring individual supplies for projects to be worked on. Jonanco really is about preserving crafts that have the potential to be easily lost in our modern-day disposable society. Jonanco is hoping to continue to inspire new hobbyists by making a variety of hobbies affordable and easily accessible to people of all age groups, not just seniors. The group is consciously working to shift to become more intergenerational and provide family-focused hobby opportunities. Even the family dog is welcome.
Senior Living on Location is produced by Senior Living Media, celebrating seniors in our community.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. Just add hockey to the mix, and there you have it, the perfect site for the male, be he young or just past his prime.
Can I go back to the dressing room to get my teeth?
Victoria played host to the NHL All-Stars Oldtimers Hockey Challenge, in which NHL legends get back out on the ice to raise money for charities.
These guys have been great to NHL alumni players, traveling all over the country and playing charitable games, and it's just a great thing, because a lot of the guys have been out of the game for a few years now or more, and it just gets a chance to see guys you played with and travel to different cities that you might not usually or regularly visit, and give back a little bit to charity.
The Oldtimers Hockey Challenge is designed to give fans and players alike an opportunity to celebrate a common joy of the game, while at the same time giving much-needed funds to worthy organizations. The Oldtimers Hockey Challenge is a family event and great entertainment. They visit 48 cities, coast to coast in Canada, and it's deemed the most successful tour of its kind in North America. Sure, the game might move a little slower, and there may not be so many hits and fights, but passion for this historical Canadian pastime never grows old.
The good thing about when you work as a National Hockey League referee, you never age because you have never any pressure. Nobody says anything to you. When they did say anything, I didn't care then and I don't care now. So you're kind of ageless and timeless. But doing this, the charities across Canada, and we're sitting here in the dressing room with these guys, it keeps you young.
When these professional hockey players retired from the game, many went into teaching or something that's closely related to the game, like manufacturing hockey sticks, or even becoming a television commentator. But from what we found out, it doesn't come close to doing the real thing. And when the opportunity came to participate in the Oldtimers Hockey Challenge, many ex-pros jumped at the chance.
Wanting to do for the last 10 years. I've lived in Florida. I've been going back and forth to New York. I work for MSG-TV, analyst there, work for the Rangers, but I wanted something more. I wanted to be stimulated. I wanted to do something that I felt like was really in my comfort zone, and that's playing hockey. Because I was still on the ice, I was doing some teaching around kids, my kids, but I wanted to go back and play, and so I kind of put the word out there that I wanted to play again, and so Steve Shutt was nice enough to invite me last March. so I played like 6 games in 7 nights, had a blast. It was an opportunity for me to, you know, not only play the game, but be part of a team, be part of something that's different, which is no hitting. We're having fun, we're raising money for charity, and at the end of the day, everyone wins.
Over the past 2 decades, the NHL All-Stars Oldtimers Hockey Challenge has raised close to $9 million for hundreds of charities across Canada. Now, it's not just the ex-professional hockey guys that long to play after they've retired. Regular, everyday guys who have a passion and even an obsession with hockey have also chosen to play past their prime. Amazingly, there's a large number of seniors actively involved in the sport. Some of them are even well into their 90s. These Golden Boys are part of a non-pro league known as the Oldtimers Hockey, and it's a competitive game played throughout the winter months across most of Canada.
This tournament started 23 years ago. It was actually modeled after the Snoopy Hockey Tournament in Santa Rosa, California. And the idea of this is more fun and fellowship than winning trophies. In fact, there are no trophies. Now, we've had as many as 64 teams participating in this tournament, but it got a little unmanageable at that level, and we limited it to about 45 to 54 teams.
Locally, there are 20 teams spread across Victoria, Parksville, Comox, and Campbell River. The Oldtimers Non-Pro League is predominantly made up of men all over the age of 55, and as we mentioned earlier, right up to their 90s. 75-year-old Vern Fraser has been with the Oldtimers for 25 years and is still loving it, as do his fellow hockey brothers.
Oh, well, we always have a good time, and when we're out in the ice, we work hard, try to win, but if we lose, it's not a big deal.
Back in the old days, we used to talk about women and booze. Now we talk about operations and heart conditions. So the banter's a little different, but it's still fun.
Individual games and multiple tournaments are played each year by members of various old-timer hockey teams. Nearly every community in Canada has an old-timer hockey club for senior hockey enthusiasts. Most teams practice once a week, play games once a week, and attend tournaments monthly.
Once you turn 70, you get to be an old-timers knight. And then I think when you turn 75, you're a knight exemplar. And then after that, you might be underground. Who knows?
Hockey is often thought of as a physically aggressive sport for young men to participate in. But this group of old-timer hockey players tell a different tale. Whether you're a retired NHL pro or a senior with a passion for hockey, you're never too old to play.
Senior Living on Location is produced by Senior Living Media, celebrating seniors in our community.
A celebration of grand proportion highlighted the 2012 BC Seniors Games with the celebration of their 25th year milestone. The BC Seniors Games is an annual multi-sport competition with participants aged 55 plus. The event celebrates active, healthy seniors by promoting participation in sport, recreation, fitness, culture, and self-education. To mark the special 25-year anniversary of the BC Seniors Games, the opening ceremonies at Swangard Stadium in Burnaby included retired Burnaby teacher Olga Kotelko. Born in 1919, Olga is a Canadian track and field athlete. She holds 17 world records in her age category of the Masters competition, aged 90 to 95. And as a result, is considered one of the world's greatest athletes.
The first BC Senior Games was hosted by VERN with approximately 650 participants and 16 sports. We are very fortunate this evening to have with us 11 of those first participants, who, by the way, are all still participating.
The event's organizing committee or society recruits thousands of volunteers to help out during the games. 2012 boasted more than 3,500 registrants who competed in 26 different sporting events at 28 sports venues in and around Burnaby.
Many things have changed and improved through the years, but the purpose of the society has never changed: to promote an active, healthy lifestyle at the community level to all 55 residents of BC. That's how it started, and that's how it still is. And by doing this, we are showcasing in each different community throughout BC that age is not a factor in leading an active, healthy life.
A number of the athletes participating today have been participating since the games began. 84-year-old Dorothy CHEYNE has enjoyed playing a variety of games throughout the years, and she has the awards to prove it.
I have played a lot of sports, but tennis was the first one, and I won the silver medal that year. Right. So, and then I played badminton. I've done whatever I had a partner with. This year I'm playing floor curling with my husband. I think it's a wonderful thing. It's good for us because it keeps our mind going and it keeps our body moving, and we also make great friends on the board.
Thought we would come and have a picture.
Yeah.
In our jackets.
Who are these people?
I don't know. I have no idea, but anyway, hi.
Hi.
Many of the participants have changed their sport over the years due to changes in health. But the benefits of traveling and meeting people and socializing in their zones prior to the big event, and the games themselves, of course, is what makes the BC Games an outstanding affair to both participate in and witness.
You travel. I've been to so many different places in BC that, you know, you probably wouldn't go unless you had some incentive like this to go. And you go as a whole group, and it's a social thing, you know. It really is. I mean, it's nice to win medals and have a great time.
I've been playing whist for about the last 10 years. Missed one last year in the Kootenays, but before that was the 5-pin bowling. To me, it's an easy form of playing bridge because you don't have to bid, and the trumps are already established.
The great aspect about the BC Games is its evolution. When it began 25 years ago, there were about 16 games to participate in. Today, that number has almost doubled to include events such as archery and the ever-popular dragon boating.
The most participated events, of course, are the team sports. Now, dragon boats, it came in the games about, 3 years ago, I think. And, of course, there's 22 members to a boat, but I think everything has its challenge, but with track and field, you've got to remember a lot of these athletes train all year, not just for the games.
As the BC Games continue to grow, so does the enrollment with new blood.
I do horseback riding just as my recreational activity, but I have a good friend who's a bit older than me, but our daughters are the same age. And the year I turned 55, she said, "Oh, great, you're old enough to do the senior games." So we decided that we both like to walk. So we started power walking, and she's since gone over to dragon boating, but I continued with the power walking. And then my husband saw how much fun I was having, so he joined me the next year.
No matter what sport or event you get involved in, be it low impact or high, physical or non, the BC Games provide a wonderful outlet to get involved in your community while keeping you healthy mentally and physically. If you decide to volunteer, a precious commodity for the Games, you can connect with people in your community, make friends, and reduce isolation. If you choose to participate and can't strain physically, try your hand at cards. It's great for brain health, dexterity, socializing, and self-esteem. For those who can't handle strenuous activities, why not try archery, lawn bowling, or floor curling? The possibilities are endless. And if you have a cool new activity in mind, you can always bring it up with the association. Whether you're participating or volunteering, you can increase your overall health and vitality just by getting involved. To find out more, just Google BC Senior Games or visit our website at seniorlivingmag.com for more information.
Get involved, find out what it's all about, and participate as a participant and just get involved. And it's a wonderful experience.
On behalf of Zone 8, Tony and I welcome all people 55 and better to Kamloops for the 2013 Senior Games, which will be the best games ever.
With an invitation like that, how can you resist?
Senior Living on Location is produced by Senior Living Media, celebrating seniors in our community.
Do you have a great story idea about seniors living life to the fullest? Senior Living would love to hear from you. Your inspiring story idea could be featured in an upcoming episode on Senior Living on Location or in our monthly BC-wide Senior Living Lifestyle magazine. To send us your idea, visit our website at seniorlivingmag.com and follow the links to our Contact Us page, or simply email us at production@seniorlivingmag.com.